this computer.
You guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, what's up?
What's up, Lambert?
What's going on?
How's it going on? Okay, let me see. There, now I can see everybody. For a second there, I was only able to see Jess's face. Not that I don't like to see your face, Jess, but I couldn't see anybody else's face. Okay, we are live and we're recording, so let me get things going here. All right, guys, welcome to our June team call. My name is Liz Bellini, founder and CEO of this team, Team Persevere, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Just like with every other team call, I want to give recognition where recognition is due really quickly before we get into our main topic here for tonight. So I'm going to give a shout out to last month's Success Club and team builders. So let's see here. We're going to start off with, let's start off with team builders. All right. So adding at least one new coach to our team last month, in the month of May, a shout out to Melanie Montemayor, Crystal Rael, Kimberly Close, Jenna Buck, Araceli Gonzalez, Susan Vandemark, Stacy Smith, and Sherry Martinez. Congratulations, coaches. Coaches who added 2 coaches or more: Vanessa Liu, Natalie Fillmore, and Jessica Conley, our host for this evening. 3 coaches, we have Chelsea Placer. 4 coaches added to the team last month: Heather Stetson, and 9 coaches added to the month of May, yours truly. So for Success Club points in the month of May, let's see here. Let's give a shout out to those that were in the club. So congratulations to those coaches who hit Success Club, those with at least 6 points: Jerry Isaac, Jennifer Doramus, Natalie Fillmore, and Robin Alexander. With 8 points, we had Chelsea Placer, 10 points. Talking about her mindset and manifestation, Jessica Conley went from like 2 to 10 in like a freaking day or something crazy like that. She's going to talk about that. 10 points also on the board for last month: Josh and Elizabeth Lambert, a power couple. and rounding out the month, 28 points in May, myself, and 41 points on the month of May, Heather Stetson. So congratulations, coaches. An awesome, amazing May. It looks like June is turning out to be just as successful. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the call over to our host for this evening. And let me see here. Okay, we got everything set up. All right, our host for this evening is Jessica Conley. She's going to be talking about mastering your mindset and manifesting your success, the process you can implement today to take your success to the next level. She's perfect for hosting a call like this after talking with her last month, towards the end of the month, only having 2 Success Club points and saying, you know what, I'm going to end the month with 10. And she did within a matter of hours, literally. And yeah, I remember having a conversation with her, I think early this week or maybe at the end of last week. And she said, you know what, I just said that, you know, there are people out there who need my help and they're going to reach out to me. And literally within minutes, 2 people reached out to her and asked for her help. So with that said, Jessica, take it away.
Thanks, Liz. Okay, so like Liz said, I am here to talk to you guys about how I manifested Success Club 2 to Success Club 10 in 3 days. And you guys showed up, and those of you that are going to catch the recording later, I'm counting you as showing up too. And this tells me one really important thing. You guys are probably here because you might be feeling a little stuck in your business. You're probably feeling a little bit like you are spinning your wheels, you're getting no traction. And I want you to know that I get it. I've been there. Liz knows I've been there. But I feel like I've really figured this out. I know exactly what I was doing wrong, and that is what I am here to share with you today, along with exactly how I changed those things to manifest my success, okay? I do want to start by encouraging you to take notes if you can. I will be giving this presentation in a little bit of an outline format to make it easier for you to take notes. I personally love taking notes, so that's why I try to do my presentations in that style. But I would love for you to be able to refer back to this as a resource. while you continue through your own journey of mastering your mindset. So, okay, here we go. So what I'm going to be talking about today is something that I have personally been doing, and it has worked every single time. But first, I want to give you a little bit of backstory, okay? So picture this. I am in my home office. I was working that day, but I was really struggling to stay focused on my day job. I was frustrated with my business. And I decided to go ahead and take my break and literally just like clean up my office, right? Like it had been on my to-do list for weeks. I was tired of the 832 sticky notes that I had all over the freaking place, paper stacked everywhere, 3 different personal development books that I had started reading. You know, you guys know how it goes. Don't lie. You've been there too, right? So I started to just clean everything up, and I was going through everything. I was tossing the junk, organizing the stuff I wanted to achieve. And then I came across a piece of paper that I was glancing over to see if it needed to go in the trash or not. And I read it, and then I read it again, and I could not believe what it was. I honestly had completely forgotten that I had even written it, okay? It was a letter that I had written to myself about what I wanted to happen, but I wrote it as that it would happen. So it was things like, in 30 days, you will be getting a paycheck every week from your business. In 30 days, you will have broken your own Success Club points record, and so on and so on. There were several things, it was a whole page of things. And as I read it, I realized almost every single thing that I had written had happened. And the ones that had not happened yet were like well on their way to happening. And Liz will remember the day that this happened because I took a picture of that letter and sent it to her. And I literally was like, OMG. And she was just like, yeah. Like it was crazy. So since that day, I really kind of came up with and practiced this process for manifesting my success, okay? So 1 month, I had told Liz and myself I was going to manifest Success Club 10 by the 20th, even though I was far away from that, and it happened. And then last month, as you guys know, with 3 days left in the month, I was like, I am going to manifest Success Club 10, even though I'm only at 2, and I freaking did it. So this process has worked every single time that I have done it. But I don't want you to have to waste your time like fumbling around trying to figure out this process, because I've already done that for you, and I've proven it time and time again that it really does work. So I'm going to just give this to you guys. Like, this is my gift to you. Merry Christmas, happy birthday, whatever. Like, this is for you guys, okay? And I'm really, really excited about it because it's been so successful in helping me. Okay, so number 1, journaling. Okay, you need to start journaling. And I know some of you probably just rolled your eyes and sighed at me. You may have been told to journal before. Maybe you've heard of it, but you already kind of decided it wasn't for you. Maybe it sounds kind of weird, something like that. And how do I know that you thought that? Probably because that was my reaction to it too. At first, like, I don't even really know why. I just kind of felt like, oh, journaling to get what you want is so hocus pocusy. Like, that's not really gonna work. There's no way it's gonna really make a difference. Plus, I didn't possibly have the time to add another thing to my daily to-do list, right? But I'm telling you guys, like, trust me on this. Do not skip this part. This is honestly the crux of this whole thing. Journaling will do amazing things for you. It's going to open your mind. Oh, sorry guys, I totally got wrapped up and forgot to change the slide. Okay, so journaling. Luckily I didn't get very far. It opens your mind. It's going to allow you to think things that you might otherwise get distracted from thinking, okay? It allows you to dig deep and focus, but in a free-form way, okay? Now, the details of how you journal is up to you. For me, I prefer to handwrite rather than type. I also like to use like a spiral notebook with really thick paper. I actually use a multimedia artist journal, actually, because I love to use a lot of colorful markers and I don't want them to bleed through. I like to change up the colors. I draw arrows to things. I star things. Like, whatever feels good, I just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's kind of a creative way to just let things out, even if you're not creative, okay? This is going to start channeling some of that creative energy that you need to run a business, because let's face it, there's a creative side to this business. isn't there. Like you have to think of posts and you have to create graphics and you have to do all these things. You need to kind of get that creative thing going, even if it's just by writing out your thoughts, okay? So whatever feels most comfortable for you, that's what you need to do. Because if you are comfortable, then your thoughts can flow more freely, okay? So here's the thing. That first letter that I wrote to myself that I told you guys about, that was basically a form of journaling. I just didn't know it at the time, okay? And since it worked, I decided that I really needed to keep doing it. So that's one of the things that I've really been doing. And all the steps that I'm giving you today, my entire process for manifesting my success, honestly, it's predicated on journaling and all the concepts that go with it. But if you're like me, you might be wondering what to journal, how do I make this work, what does this really mean? So don't worry, guys. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to dig into these steps and also definitely hang around until the end because I'm going to get super personal with you guys about something and you're not going to want to miss it. Okay, so make sure you hang tight. Okay, so number 2, let's talk about goal setting. Okay, you have to know what your goals are, and they have to be very clear and very detailed and very much in tune with what you truly desire. Okay, if they aren't, this is not going to work because you cannot manifest something if you don't know what you want to manifest. Okay, so your first page in your journal, if you're just starting out, should probably be you digging deep into what you truly desire. What is it that you want? What is it that you want to achieve? And I want you to write down all of it. You know, don't stop at, I want to hit Success Club 10 this month. Like, don't stop there. Like, let it all out. What do you truly desire? Don't get caught up in what is possible or not possible or realistic or any of that. Just let it all out. Journal your true desires without reservations, okay? So maybe you'll start with saying something like, I want to hit Success Club each month. Maybe it's you want to hit Success Club 10 each month. Maybe you want to quit your full-time job. Maybe you want to travel the world and your business is what's going to enable you to do that. Whatever your themes are, write them down, big or small. Write down what you want for your business, okay? After you get that done, then you're going to kind of break those goals down and organize them a little bit into some basic categories with some time frames. So it would be something like, what do you want to achieve this month versus what do you want to achieve in the next 90 days versus what do you want to achieve in the next 6 months versus overall future stuff, okay? So following our same example, maybe you want to hit Success Club 10 this month. Maybe you want to earn $2,000 in the next 90 days. Maybe you want to quit your job in the next 6 to 12 months, right? You kind of follow me there? So you're going to kind of, you know, have your true desires, your total goals out, and then categorize them and break them down so that you can have some deadlines for those different goals, okay? This is important because it's going to be part of what drives you later. It's what you need to have a clear understanding of while you move forward and manifesting your success. Okay. Now, I do want to take a moment here and go on a little bit of a tangent because it is relevant, but it's something I definitely, you know, it's slightly off topic. It's okay to have money goals. Okay, it's 100% okay. I give you permission to want money, okay? It's okay. But I want you to be careful with this goal, okay? Money alone cannot be your only motivation. If it is, everything that you try to do for your business is going to feel like a chore. Okay? It will be harder to get yourself to do the business activities you need to do. This goes for Success Club points too, you guys. If getting points is the only reason you're doing things, then of course it's going to feel like a chore to sit down and work your inbox. Okay? You have to dig deeper than money or points when you start to determine what is going to drive you each day to take action. You have to tap into the passion that you have for your business. And that is the part that you have to keep in the forefront of your mind. Okay, our own upline, Liz, says this all the time, lead with heart. Okay, she says that all the time because it's true. You are in this business because you are passionate about the products and what they can do for people. You are passionate about helping others realize their goals and make them a reality. that needs to be what you focus on to get your butt moving in the morning, okay? Sharing your passion. And then realize and embrace the fact that your passion will lead to money and Success Club points, okay? It's okay to want the money. It's okay to want the Success Club points. But you have to go on a deeper level to drive you to get that money and get those Success Club points, okay? So back on track here. I had to talk about that because it's something that I personally have really had to do a lot of journaling on to break through some of the blocks that I had about embracing the fact that, yes, I want money, but I'm doing this because I'm passionate about it. And you have to get to that point, okay? So number 3, you have to believe that what you want is truly possible, okay? So far we've talked about journaling in general, and we've talked about how you should start your journaling by writing out your goals and categorizing them into time frames. So step 3 is to believe that what you want is truly possible. You have got to be confident in this, you guys. It's a huge part of this process. Okay, so a couple of things here. First, I'm going to talk in the next couple of points a bit more specifically on how to believe this is possible. So don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging, but you need to understand that manifesting your success requires you to change your mindset. You have got to believe that what you want is possible and that you are capable of achieving it, okay? So here's a little story for you. And Liz knows this, so she's probably going to make fun of me all over again. Actually, Josh is probably going to make fun of me all over again too. But I am like super obsessed with America's Next Top Model, okay? Like I watch that show all the freaking time. It's on Hulu, and so I've been watching like every episode in order. It's totally my guilty pleasure. And for those of you that might not know what it's about, basically supermodel Tyra Banks get all these girls that want to be like the next big supermodel. Thanks for that chat, Josh. He goes, I'm out. But anyway, so she gets all these models in the house, right? And they're all trying to, they're in a competition. So they're trying to go through all these like challenges, and each week somebody's eliminated, and it goes on from there. But here's why I'm telling you this. Watching all the episodes in relatively close time frames to each other, I have noticed a very clear pattern, okay? So clear that each episode, I can with great accuracy predict who is going to be sent home every episode, okay? I'm not even lying. It's always the girl that starts to doubt herself and starts to lose her confidence. She's always the one that is sent home. Okay, she may have been the strongest person in the weeks prior, okay, but the second that she starts to doubt, she goes downhill very fast, doubts herself with everything she does, gives a terrible photo, and is sent home. So here's my point. What you believe about yourself happens. It becomes your truth. What you think of yourself, how you see yourself, those become the things other people see. What you think you are capable of or not capable of becomes true. And you guys have heard this before. That whole phrase or quote, I think Henry Ford said it, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. It's because it's true, you guys. It's that term self-fulfilling prophecy, okay? This is the self-fulfilling prophecy in real life form. If you are constantly telling yourself or saying out loud that nobody wants to buy from you, or that everyone thinks it's too expensive, or that you don't know anyone with enough money, or nobody wants to buy a challenge pack from you, nobody wants you to be their coach, or you don't know enough people to make network marketing successful for you, then guess what's going to happen, you guys? That's exactly what's going to keep happening, because you are speaking it into existence. Your thoughts become your reality. You're killing your own momentum, your own mojo, whatever it is you want to call it, because you really do have that kind of power, okay? You have to explore this in your journaling. You have to talk yourself through those thoughts of inadequacy and be your own cheerleader. If you need help doing that, then invest in a business coach or a life coach or something. You have to explore the fact that you are worthy of your success, that you are worthy of the power that you have. You have to believe that success wants to find you. Believe that there are people out there that want to buy from you, that want to be coached by you, that want your help. You have to believe that you are capable of helping them, that you have the answer that they are looking for. Okay? You have to believe that. Which kind of brings me to number 4, which is overcoming your limiting beliefs and facing your fears. This is how you're going to take step number 3 and make it real. Okay, so we just talked about the amount of power that you have over your success, how your thoughts literally become your reality. And let's be honest here, you guys, it's scary, right? Knowing you have that kind of power is very scary, and it can lead to other limiting beliefs very easily. For a lot of people, they can get a mental block about having this kind of power because you start to think about it like this. If I manifest Success Club 10 and it works, that means I'm capable of manifesting Success Club 10 again and again, which means I have to expect myself to do it every month, which means I'll be held accountable to that by the other people on the team watching me. And I'll look even worse or look more like a failure if I do it a few times in a row and then don't make it, and on and on and on. Or you start to think about how, okay, I'm going to hit Success Club 10 every month. But then you start to think about how that's scary because maybe you don't know what it's like to have that many new customers every month. You don't know how you're going to keep up with onboarding them, or how to maintain them in your challenge group, or how to keep up with being there for them. How are you going to answer all of those questions? How are you going to keep all those people motivated? So you fear that success, okay? And that mental block does the same thing that a fear of failure does, okay? It's a negative thought that's going to become your reality. It's just as easy to fear success as it is to fear failure. I want you to remember that. It's just as easy to fear success as it is to fear failure, okay? So let's talk about you for a minute. How can this relate to you personally? If you are constantly that person that gets really, really motivated, you do all your stuff for a week and then you fall off the wagon, or maybe you're that person that does really great on your nutrition for a week or two and then you slip back again, or if you're that person that always struggles with money, I want you to understand that you can change your story. You don't have to keep being that person. Journal through this. It's part of your process now. Figure out what your limiting beliefs are. Let your mind open up and listen to what you are telling yourself. Figure out what you are afraid of too. What fears you have about failure? What are the fears you have about success? And then dig even deeper and journal about why you have those fears. Okay? What has happened in your past that causes those fears? Did you have a family member that tried to run their own business and it failed and they had to file bankruptcy? You know, whatever it is, figure out why you're afraid of these things. Who has negative things to say about you and what you're doing all the time? Okay, that's a big one for a lot of people. Journal that out. And remember, it's never about what it's about, okay? You have to dig way deeper than surface level, you guys. Like, I want to give you an example here of what I mean. So I have this friend, Sarah, okay? And she is one of those people that has struggled with weight loss a lot, okay? She gains weight, she loses a little bit, and she gains even more. And recently she's been trying to, like, really try and lose the weight. And, you know, she bought a challenge pack, she's new to Shakeology, all this stuff, and then she, like, wasn't doing it, wasn't losing the weight. And she ended up trying to go the personal trainer route, thinking, well, if I have, like, an appointment with somebody in a gym, that'll make me go, right? And she's doing all these things. She still wasn't getting her butt out of bed in the morning. She still wasn't going for it, right? And she ended up working with a coach and had to dig really deep into what was really going on there, right? And basically what she found out, like, super long story short, but basically what she figured out is a few months back, she had gone through a really, really, really bad breakup. Like, she had been with this guy for like 5 years. He had kids. She was basically a stepmom to those kids, even though they weren't actually married. They lived together. They had a business together. Like, it was a really bad breakup, right? Like, crush your life, turn it upside down breakup. And after she had started to kind of go through that mourning process and all of that, she had told herself, okay, once I lose some weight and gain some confidence, I'll start dating again. I'll start putting myself out there again. What she inadvertently had done was create a block for herself, because what she realized was, if she didn't work out and follow her nutrition plan, then she would not lose all of the weight, which would mean she did not have to start dating, which meant that she did not have to admit that that relationship was over. Okay, so you see what happened there? And it took a while for her to really dig down and figure out that she wasn't just being lazy, you guys. Like, that's not what it was. Through a lot of help and personal development and coaching, she figured out that it was because she didn't want to admit that her relationship was over. And in her mind, deep down, that's that process she had set up for herself. That's why she couldn't get past it. And once she realized that, she was like, well, crap, like now I can fix it, right? So you see, it's never about what it's about, okay? She had some pretty deep-rooted reasons that she had to sort through and break through, but she did it, and she got through it. And it's important that you figure out what your real reasons are for not doing what you need to do, okay? What are your limiting beliefs? What are your fears? Do some serious reflecting and figure this out, you guys. And once you do, commit to changing that story, okay? Change that story. Okay. So this leads me to number 5. Identify that point of resistance and call BS on it. Okay. Identifying your point of resistance and call it out. If you think you can't hit Success Club because you don't know anyone, you need to own the fact that you are exaggerating and call BS on yourself. You know plenty of people. There's no way that you literally know nobody. Okay. If you think you can't hit your goals because you don't have time, again, total BS. How much time are you spending on Netflix? How much time are you spending mindlessly scrolling through Facebook? How much time is spent waiting in lines at doctor's offices for things, or waiting in lines at the grocery store, right? You've got a phone, you can be doing your activities, okay? You have time, okay? So you have to figure out what's really going on. Are you paralyzed by fear of rejection, fear of success, fear of failure? These are all things that you can be figuring out about yourself so you can be real with yourself, okay? Plus, let's be honest here. If you're fearing failure, and that is a huge block for you, there's something you need to keep in mind, okay? For one, what's the worst thing that could happen if you don't hit that one goal, right? Like, for real, it's not like we're performing brain surgery here. Nobody's going to die on the table if you don't, succeed today, okay? Like, that you have to let yourself off the hook a little bit here. You need to understand that it's okay to have these expectations for yourself, but you're going to get there, okay? This is something that I personally had to do a lot of journaling through. And Liz will probably remember, because I went through a 3-day period where I was messaging her constantly about all these mental breakthroughs I was having. And it's because this really works, you guys. You have to dig down and figure it out, okay? Journal through it. But think about this. Failing because you did not try is way more of a negative character reflection than if you fail because you tried your hardest and it just wasn't your time yet. Okay? And that is something I personally had to come to grips with. I have been telling myself for years that I was just not going to try my hardest because at least that gave me an excuse if I failed. And what I've realized is I had to call BS on that, because I don't want to be known as somebody that doesn't try my hardest. To me, that's worse. Okay? So I had to flip that script on itself and be real with myself about that. Okay? So seriously, at the end of the day, you should be able to confidently say you did everything in your power to get your to-do list done or reach that day's goal. That is what makes a person. It's not how much you fail. It's not about how hard. It's about how hard you tried and how you react to that failure. Okay? That's what's going to make the difference. Owning a business is hard, you guys. It's hard. It takes hard work. But it should also be your passion. You should love your business. That's how you know you're doing it right, okay? As for the deeper root issues that you might have, maybe you've always been a person that wastes money. You're not good at saving. You never feel like you have enough money. So you have a block about money, which is keeping you in a scarcity mindset and keeping yourself from making more money. Call BS on that. You do not have to keep that as your story. You can change your story. Figure out what you want to do with the money that you earn from your business and commit to taking the steps needed to making that a reality. Okay? Whatever your personal blocks are, your personal points of resistance, figure out what they are, do some serious reflection and journaling, and then you can start moving forward on breaking through those blocks and calling BS on them. Okay? So I told you guys that I was going to get really personal with you, and here it comes. Okay, I am going to share with you literally a page straight from my personal journaling. Okay, because I want to show you some of the personal blocks that I had and how I called BS on them, okay? And this is from, it's dated May 24th. So this was right in the crux of time that I was manifesting myself to hitting Success Club 10, okay? And I'm literally going to read this to you, so bear with me here, but I promise you guys this is gold. Like, you're going to love this. I'm getting super personal. I can't believe I'm sharing this with you, but whatever. You guys are my peeps, right? Okay. Here's literally how it starts. I will get Success Club 10 this month. I will help 4 people start this journey. There are people that want to buy from me. There are people that need my help. 4 people will be drawn to me this week, and I will get them started on being healthy. Making myself believe this is hard because I'm scared to put it out there and then not achieve it. When I feel like something is too hard or too impossible, I get anxiety and I worry and I don't like not doing what I say I'm going to do. That is BS though, because even if I don't make it, it doesn't matter. It's more important that I try rather than give up. Telling people I did not hit my goals because I didn't do the work is way more disappointing. It says worse about me and my character than if I'm trying and still don't make it. I told you guys I literally went through this. That is what shows integrity. Don't be somebody that quits under pressure. Stop quitting. Stop giving up. These are people, not just sales. But I also embrace the fact that I am making sales to reach my goals, and that's okay. But make sure they feel how much I value them, especially after the sale. Money loves me. Money is attracted to me. Customers love me and are attracted to me. They want my help and are drawn to my energy and my realness. There are people in my inbox waiting to buy from me. I will sell 4 challenge packs this week. I will because I can, because people need this help. I will do this by completing my actions every day, and I'm also pushing to be way more real and open and honest about everything, not just the good stuff. What I see as imperfections, others see as real and relatable. So I'm putting that out there. Potential blocks. Fear of success because it's unknown. I don't know what it will take or what it will mean or how it will change me and my life, but I know that I want that success anyway. I need to prove it to myself and then use that momentum to crush everything. I will stop doubting myself, stop settling for okay or for good enough. Every day, focus on my main activities first, then do the extra things on my to-do list. This is key to making this work. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. And figuring out the things I need to do. And I'm going to stop being afraid of the new. New is good. And how to grow. I will sell 4 challenge packs this week to help others. People want to work with me. People want to be healthy but don't know how, and I am the solution. That was it. That was my page from that day, you guys. And as I said like 5 times now, it worked, you guys. Like, literally, there were people that reached out to me. There were people that came to me that I hadn't talked to in months that were like, okay, I'm ready to do this. Like, it worked. I manifested it because I believed it. I journaled through the blocks I was having. I called BS on those things, and I moved forward. I took action because the universe loves action, okay? So I committed to changing my story. I was not going to be the person that gave up just because I was close to the end of the month and I was only at Success Club 2. The old me would have been like, screw it, it's not possible, I'll try next month. No, F that, right? Like, I'm here to change my story. I am moving forward to a whole new me, and that's what I journaled through, and it worked, okay? This also brings me to point number 6. So you probably noticed from something in my journaling, there were a lot of affirmations, and that's what I want to talk about with number 6. You have to surround yourself with affirmations. Journal affirmations to yourself. They're going to help put your mind in a positive place. It's going to open you up to receiving the things you want. Affirmations will help you to believe in yourself and what you are capable of. So in case you missed them specifically in all of my reading of my terrible handwriting, some of the ones that I read from my page were things like money loves me, money is attracted to me, clients are attracted to me, clients love me, people want my help, people are drawn to my positive energy and my realness. There were several others, but you get the idea. Okay, there are several areas of affirmations that you want to touch on when you're journaling. Maybe you journal on the same ones every day. Maybe you rotate. Maybe you stick to your most troubled spots. Whatever feels right to you. Okay, but there are lots of affirmations you can include: money affirmations, success affirmations, confidence, self-love affirmations, and even more. For me, I mostly focus on my value, my worth, my capabilities, and then also clients and money. That's just where I tend to stick my affirmations. Those are my sticking points. Because remember, you guys, self-fulfilling prophecies are real. So instead of always speaking the negative stuff into existence, let's start speaking the positive and successful things into existence. Okay? Change your story. Be the you that you want to be. Have the business you want to have. Manifest the success that you want to have. Okay, every day you can choose to change your story. You can live your life in the successful way that you want to, and you have the power to make that happen. Okay, you have the power to make that happen. So that's all I've got, you guys. I do want to thank you so much for listening to what I have to say on this topic. I'm like super fired up and passionate about this whole mindset thing right now because I personally have made such huge strides in this area, and I've made it work, and I'm loving it. So if you guys have any questions, it looks like we still have some time left. So if you want to throw some questions in the chat, feel free. I'm happy to answer them for you. I would really appreciate it. You know, if you want to send me a PM on Facebook and tell me what you thought of this. It's my first time doing this particular talk, so I'd love to know kind of what you thought of it, how it resonated with you, what you learned, even if it's relit your passion and your drive for going towards success. I would love to hear about that. I would be super grateful. But if anybody has any questions, I am ready. Let me check this. I don't know how to, oh, there's the chat. Hold on. Oh, you guys are talking about me. Way to go. Rocket surgery. Oh, my page from my journal you want me to share, Liz? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, for me, like I love the idea of journaling and like manifesting and writing things down. I think when I do it, the biggest like roadblock I have is like I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? And that sounds kind of dumb because it should come pretty easily, but sometimes I sit there with writer's block. And for me, I feel like if I had like a outline to follow, and I feel like your letter has a great outline because you start with the things that you want, and then you say why you want them, and then you say then you have the affirmations like money loves me, you know, things like that.
What if I put together a list of some journaling prompts for everybody?
Yeah, I think I think that would work, and I think like an outline would work, and then like once in that way you can like fill in like the spots, like fill in what you want, fill in how you're going to make it happen, fill in your affirmations, and like give an example of what it would be, and then we can put our own in, and then the last step would be like, okay, now write it all together as a whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can do that.
That would be cool. Just because I feel like a lot of us are different types of learners. You know, some people like can listen, but for me, I'm very visual, and especially something like this where it helps to put pen to paper. I think with this in particular, like putting pen to paper for this particular thing is a must. Just like I feel like when you write down goals, they have to be pen to paper. Like I know we live in a digital era and a lot of people do things like on their phones or on a laptop, but you need to put pen to paper, especially with goals. Like there's something about a pen hitting a white crisp paper, and it like almost like you're taking it out of your brain and putting it into the universe. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally. How do I need to get back where I can see my camera because I'll show you like, how do I do this? Hold on.
We can still see your slide. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, there we go. I know, but I couldn't see me, so I didn't know like where I was. But like seriously, like look at all the colors. Like I do all colors and I do markers and like because that's what feels good to me. And all of my pages are like that. Like it's all just whatever feels good.
Sweet. I love it.
Okay, I don't see any questions coming in. So.
Oh, I didn't see any. No, that was the biggest one for me. So if anybody has any questions, obviously you know where to find Jess, and I will post the recording in the team page probably tomorrow sometime, and then you guys can rewatch it, rewind it. Those of you who are watching the recording, obviously you'll have this for your records. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, Jess. Those were some awesome tips on mastering your mindset and manifesting your success. I know that's something I know for me personally that I'm going to be doing because I have some huge goals that I want to finish the year on. Some in particularly dealing with the Shift Shop launch. So I want to do it as soon as possible. Like I want to, you know, put things down on paper. So I know that I'm looking forward to doing this. So.
Good. I'm glad.
Awesome.
Thanks for letting me do it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you guys so much. A generic Target box in the background. Target? Oh, the little arrow. Yeah. What is that? Oh, yes. Well, if you guys notice, I'm in a completely different setting. I'm not in my regular spot. I'm in my dining room right now. That's my kitchen. This is like the office space right here. So yeah, those are like the letter hanging things for like file cabinets. We have stuff everywhere. So my main office is getting completely remodeled. So we had to pull everything out of there, and the floor is supposed to go in tomorrow, but there was a snafu and it's supposed to hopefully go in this week because I have furniture coming, and I yelled at the guy. I was like, you guys told me the floor would be in tomorrow, and if the furniture comes before the floor comes, then I have no idea where we'll put the furniture. So, yeah, I gotta love it, but it's a good problem to have. So this is my area.
Liz, are you getting a new desk?
I am getting a new desk.
Where'd you get it from?
I got everything from Walmart. So yeah. Why?
We're looking for a new one, and we just can't seem to find one that's going to fit our little area here. So I'm just looking for ideas on where to get one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let me tell you, you know how I feel about Walmart, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me tell you that Walmart online is amazing. Walmart online is amazing. So I furnished that room right there when I redid it 2 years ago with all Walmart stuff. Online. There's so much more selection on Walmart online, and I don't even have to go into the store. They ship it right, obviously, to the house, and if you do like store to door or something like that, then the shipping is absolutely free. So, so that's what I do, and I've never had a problem, and it's great quality stuff too. So that's where I got the desk that I have currently right now, and then I got another desk that for right now, like my old desk is going to now be Tony's desk, and of course I get the new desk. Obviously. So yeah, I mean, I think Walmart has great stuff, and it's a great price too. So
we'll check it out.
Walmart, but don't go in the store.
Yeah, don't go in stores.
No, because honestly, I don't think in the store has that great a selection, to be honest.
They don't.
Yeah, online has better, and they're always great about delivery. Like, so I mean, honestly, Walmart moved the delivery date up, so I was kind of hard on my floor person. But still, they said the floor is coming tomorrow, so they should have been on it. But whatever. Cool. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, have a good evening, and I'll get the recording up as soon as I can tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right. Awesome. We'll see you guys later.
See ya later.
Bye.
Bye.